Totally different physique.
Different physique. What's crazy is that the first thing I notice is you're really long from here to here. You have a huge amount of area to fill out.
Yeah.
Like from your chest is huge as far as how much area you have to fill out.
It's wide and
you have long legs and a short torso. I have short legs and a long torso. So for me, my legs look way bigger than they are because they're short. You know? And you have the opposite problem. Your legs probably, no matter how big they get, are never going to look, right? Yeah, but you can jump high, you can run fast, you know.
Exactly. That's the way.
Easily squeeze the muscle contracted. Now the delt, when I come up, I can't really get a contraction. So it's just kind of things that we work out on our own, the best way, you know, to do that exercise. And for me, on these, I get a better feeling and results by just doing the motion. And I hate to admit it, but it's true, I get a burn just by repping. If I try to squeeze or contract, I feel it in my traps. I feel like my front delts will get overdeveloped and overpower my chest. You know, and it's like in a side chest shot, there's, you know, your front delt, you know, can make your chest look small. And I think it's getting to the point where if it's too round, it makes your chest look flat. So I don't really do a whole lot for front delts.
15 is for a lot of reps.
Yeah, I usually hit like 30 to warm up. I always encourage people to wear a tank top when they train shoulders. And the reason being is that when you look in the mirror, most people are working their front delts when they're doing side laterals because they come up like this. Now right now you can see in the mirror that I'm working my front delts. Now watch what I do right now. I go like this. Now you see my side delt pop. So see the difference? Now I can see in the mirror that I'm working my side delt. Now if I simply do this, oh, there we go, now I'm back to front. Now if I bend over a little further, now you see my rear popping.
And this side.
And yeah, but you can see that the rear is a lot involved. So just by looking in the mirror, you can see what muscle is being worked. So that's why I encourage a lot of people to wear a tank top, because it helps you determine that you're just isolating the side. So right now I can see that it's all side. There's no rear. Now watch this. Oh, there's a little bit of rear now. Right. Oh, a little bit of front. So let me see. Oh, there we go. Boom. All side down. You know, and that's all about keeping that thumb down, keeping the little finger higher. And another thing that's important is The dumbbells shouldn't ever be in front of you. When they're in front, you're putting stress on the front delt. So that's, for many years, I always did them like this, in front of me.
Yeah.
I always did this, but I realized that starting here in the front, I'm putting a little bit of pressure on the front delt. So what I did is, I bring them here on the sides, and now it's off the front delt. It's all on the side. So now, I only discovered this maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So now, it's all side.
But you know what? The naysayers will say that you reduce the range of motion, that they go to the front to increase the range of motion.
See,
Fighting the momentum, muscles are still working because that's the argument that they make.
Right. Well, I also feel when you go to the front, you get that little bit of a swing. You get that swing going. Here, you're much more strict. You don't have the swing. You have to come to a stop and then start fresh. So the weight in the front, I could probably do 80s right now, but I could not do 80s like this because I'm starting from a dead stop.
Yeah. Rich, in your opinion, different muscle groups, do they differ in the quantity of reps that they're requiring? Because
yes.
There was such a theory to it.
I believe so. Sure.
How would you like characterize everything?
You know, it took me years to figure out what works best. You know, training what body parts. And for me, I found that for arms, higher reps is much better.
Which is
much more higher reps, squeezing, going for the burn, going for the pump.
20?
Yeah.
25? 15?
Yeah, I start with 30 to 40, and I won't go below 12. 12 is like a heavy set, you know. Now for back, heavyweight. For back, I think heavyweight, I do both, but I think heavyweight works the best for back. Chest, both, you know. Shoulders, definitely lighter weight as far as the side laterals, front laterals, rear laterals. Definitely higher reps. Calves, heavyweight, for sure.
Oh.
Because I believe we walk on them all day long. So calves are always being stimulated. So in order to make them grow, we got to really pack on the poundage. You know, because how much do you weigh?
Right now, 230 in fact.
Yeah, so you're constantly walking around with 230. So your calves are used to lifting 230 on a daily basis. So if you go do calf raises, you know, they're not going to grow because they're used to that.
Yeah.
So you got to put on, you know, a huge amount of weight.
And more range of motion too.
Right.
Because we never go below parallel when we walk.
And we never go all the way up.
Yeah.
So if you're doing half reps on calves with a moderate weight, it's not any better than walking. You know, so you're doing nothing. You know, so calves, that's why calves are so difficult to build.
True.
Is because we walk on them all day long. So, you know, they have to be trained differently. And legs,
higher?
You know, I think higher reps is better. Higher reps is definitely harder. Squatting, you know, 400 for 5 or 6 reps isn't that hard. As far as it doesn't hurt, it's not painful. But, you know, I tell people, I say, put 225 on and do 30 reps. Non-stop, without a break, no resting on top.
Yeah.
And it is fucking hell. It is hell. So I think that tells you something. I think the harder way is the better way. You know, pretty much in everything, right? What I tell people is if I give someone advice, instead of arguing with me because you heard it somewhere else or read it somewhere else, try it. Just give it a try. Be open-minded and then find out for yourself. And you could be right and I could be wrong. But at least try it rather than just argue.
Whip. Fuck.
Your front, and also pull-up is also work your chest.